Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Place of Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We're gonna do another Eden run today because I have 240 goddamn 7 Eden tokens. Little ridiculous. Starting Book of Sin, Goathead, Rusted Key with 2 HP on top of it. That's pretty absurd. In fact, it's a little risky. GQ L8AM 9P. For the first time ever, I'm gonna call it a 1 run. Right off the bat here, those Hierophant cards don't hurt. I will tell you that much. Actually, now that I think about it, there's pretty much no reason for me to not use this Hierophant card right away. Normally, you would want to hold off on it to give you a better deal with the Devil chance, but obviously that's not going to be particularly relevant to us. I just want to make sure I don't die against, Super Pride, who is actually one of the more difficult horsemen to fight. And we just picked up 9 lives right off the bat as well. Again, I'm not going to pick up 9 lives. If they want to rebalance it so that Guppy shows up less often, I would probably, sign up for that newsletter and maybe even put my name on the petition. But I can't nerf myself when it comes to picking up an item that is both zany and also very, very good. Just not going to happen. I actually am even going to go to our cursor right away. It's super risky this early. I was actually hoping there'd be a bomb in there. Maybe Guppy's head? No, but an awful lot of money and a couple of pills. We don't have PhD or anything. No bad trip. Paralysis. We can afford to walk out with this one and then take it out here. Well, that was one of the few times, I guess, that actually backfired on us. If we had telepilsed out of there, probably would have found ourselves in a better position. Anyway, this is just a stupid good start. Why am I calling it a 1 run, so early? Doesn't that seem a little irresponsible, Northern Lion? Yes, but it puts the pressure on to some extent, which I think is kind of fun. And also, Goathead, right off the bat. Book of Sin's nothing to sneeze at. As a starting book, it's okay. But mostly it's all about that Goathead pickup, and the fact that we got 9 lives out of it as well is just, it's silly, really. Silly, really. Silly, really. Silly, really. I don't think that we have much chance of losing, especially with 9 lives. Now, what I was gonna say, before we literally got 9 lives in the first room that we went to, is, well, the first room after the spawn room, you goddamn pedantic straw man that I've made up in my head, but, was that the Goathead could turn out to be useless or worse, a curse, if we actually, oh, careful here, if we end up not being able to take the deals with the devil. But now that we have 9 lives, we can take any deal with the devil that we come across, and it'll be awesome, and even if it kills us, it'll make us stronger. What does kill you can make you stronger as well. Strong men also cry, Mr. Lebowski. Strong men also cry. That's a lot of money. Enough money to make me seriously think about accessing this shop. No question about that. Let's check out Book of Sin. Okie dokie. Can't really get much use out of that, but that's okay. Inside of our shop. I like Mom's Purse, but I'm going to take the Hive Mind pickup. And I'm going to take that because I have a feeling that we've got a decent chance of becoming Guppy in the future. Duke of Flies, not too bad. I'm going to throw down like 1 bomb here just to speed this up. I'm a little bit hesitant about taking more money out of our donation machine to get a blood bank because I have been a little bit flippant with my donation machine usage lately. No deal with the devil on this floor. I guess they only start coming on the next floor. That is A-okay as far as I'm concerned. On the basement 2. Face is looking a little red. That's okay. Would love to pick up maybe, like, there's options on this floor to just ball out of control. That would make it pretty similar to the last run that we had, though. So this floor is going to be deals with the devil. Maybe a curse room would be nice enough to show up. If we get a key, we go to our item room. Sloth gives us, hopefully, a tarot card, because, Book of Sin might not be my favorite item, but it's not as terrible as Bob's Rotten Head can be. Just use most of Sloth's weapons against it, if it's possible for us to do so. Dodge the bombs. Don't worry so much about the riffraff if we can get on a decent line of sight. Don't think we can find a crawl space or a black market on a mini-boss room. I might be mistaken. Come on, I was going to say 1 hit. Well, Bob's Rotten Head it is. Throw that in there just to get something done with it. Make sure we pick up this so we get the charge on it. And we pick up a key. Well, it was worth it in the end to actually allow us to continue to go to our item rooms. Well, okay. Never mind. Capricorn! I'm very excited about that. There is an argument to be made that maybe we should have waited to take Capricorn until we already went to our deal with the devil. I don't think it matters. I'm not that concerned about the HP element of Capricorn. I'm more concerned about the damage and tears upgrade. Probably should have taken damage earlier there, all things considered. So yeah, I'm feeling like we're in a pretty good position. We don't need our tarot cards, or sorry, we don't need our spirit heart at all. Normally that's our like requisite pickup from that area of the game, but that won't be necessary here. And let's go ahead and see what our deal with the devil is going to be. I feel weird complaining about this, but I almost feel like my damage is low enough that I'm like, ugh, this is disgusting. Takes us 2 hits to kill a fly, but then again, we have had an all stats upgrade and we're only on the 2nd floor, so maybe I should stop complaining about, you know, probably being in a better position than average, especially considering that we have Pinky Eye to go along with it. Death, I was going to say Death's Touch, but Death is not a particularly good trinket against Monstro. If we were fighting Larry Jr., I would probably use it, but it's not even a trinket, it's a tarot card, my mistake. Either way, we are probably not in need of using this to do like 1/10 of Monstro's HP. Instead, maybe we'll get some lucky poison damage done at the end. Either way, he's probably done in this barrage. Okay. DPS. This is what we want to pick up here to make the rest of our run easier. Wire Coat Hanger is a decent pickup. I would love to get all these. I guess we can if we just kill ourselves with the spirit. Okay, maybe? So, first things first. We take Guppy's Paw for the Guppy chance. Then we take the Pentagram. Then we use a bomb and kill ourselves. And we come back into the deal with the devil. Pick this up, which will kill us. Come back into the deal with the devil. Use Guppy's Paw. And exit with 3 spirit hearts. We traded 2 lives, but we ended up getting Pentagram, Contract from Below, and the 2nd of the 3 Guppy items out of it. So that might seem like it's some kind of like ambitious or mysterious play, but really I think that was just logically the best way to do it. There might have been a way to do it without getting us killed, but again, I kind of feel like with 9 lives, you accept the deaths and you just let it happen, you know? You use them to your own advantage anyway. If we're gonna die with 7 lives, we probably would have died with 9 anyway. That doesn't always happen. You know, there have been runs, including that one Lost run, where I actually didn't need all of my lives and made it happen as a result. But those are the exception rather than the rule. I'm not worried at all, by the way. I know I took some shitty damage on the fire there. I'm not worried at all about that kind of damage right now. Because if we come back with 1 HP, we come back with 1 HP. It happens. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. We're pretty close to being able to get something from our donation machine on the shop, so fine, I'll check it out. Broken stopwatch, 9 volt. I think it's technically worth taking a little bit more from our donation machine to get some more charges out of our Book of Sin here. Book of Sin not particularly good. We'll be looking to replace that at our earliest juncture, but for now, down to the next floor, feeling very good about our potential chances here. Still 7 lives remain. Can't afford to trade away 2 lives every single floor, but I'm assuming that high damage is coming to greet us pretty soon. Like, our damage as is, we got Capricorn Pentagram. That's pretty good. Not to mention the Coat Hanger. Contract from Below helping out a lot with consumables. So our damage and our DPS is pretty nice. Definitely above average for this point. Pentagram also carries an extra deal with the Devil Chance. We picked up Small Rock as well. Small Rock and Pentagram have the same damage increase of 1, I think. So, I mean, that 2 damage increase is pretty much equivalent to having an extra 50 cents with money equals power. So, that's nothing to sneeze at. You know, that's obviously a very noticeable amount of damage. I'm happy to have it. How does that Skull AI work? It's quite good with its pathing, even relative to something like Dead Bird, you know? We're actually managing to keep our HP pretty good here. I'm assuming, and you know, I don't know why I'm so seemingly clairvoyant about stuff like this in Isaac, but I'm assuming that this is our Krampus fight. Oh, this is the perfect situation. Yeah, I'm assuming that we get, you know, the Fallen killed, then Krampus shows up. Good timing on that. Yeah, we got them both. Just death carded up. Might be able to kill them both easily. We get Dark Matter. I'm assuming this is Krampus. Dark Matter is a nice damage upgrade. Oh, we didn't get Krampus. I'll take Headless Baby. It'll kill us in the process. That's okay. So now we have 6 lives, but we picked up some extra damage. It's not like we were running on Horror Babylon or anything like that, so we picked up some extra damage in the process. Getting a little flippant with our lives, but it's not like we traded any HP away for it there, so I'm not too mad about it. Dark Matter gives us an HP upgrade, which at this point is becoming our bread and butter stat, which is the way that I like to keep it. This is an interesting question, actually. I hope it's an interesting question. I'm kind of, you know, filleting myself, I guess, by saying so, but we say, you know, bread and butter. That means it's normal. It's like standard. But in a good way, you know, that's his bread and butter. It's not like, you know, that's his, you know, he takes a shit once a day and it smells bad, you know, it's not that. It's more like, you know, that's his thing and it's working for him. Do other cultures have, like, a food variant on that? Like, in Canada, we say bread and butter. We don't say, like, you know, it's like maple syrup and poutine or something like that. $3 bill, great pickup as well, as long as I don't kill myself many times with, like, fire mine. But anyway, you know, if you're Polish, do you say, like, you know, it's, you know, that's his pierogi? I'd be interested in knowing if there's some kind of cultural appropriation there. Not appropriation, it's the wrong word. Some cultural differences there. My mistake. Hoping that we can make our shop worthwhile on this floor. I'm really liking this run. This is like my ideal kind of run. Lots of damage, high stakes when it comes to our HP, but we're not like in a dangerous situation. We're almost certainly going to live. What we have to watch out for here is the creep. We made it out just fine. I am going to get rid of Pinky Eye because the left hand... I feel like if you get the left hand this early... I love 2020. Can we just get it, like, legitimately? I feel like the left hand, if you get it this early, and you only need one guppy item, it's basically a guarantee that it's gonna happen. It's not mathematically a guarantee. Like, I had one run this week on the stream, where we got the left hand super early, we had 2 guppy items super early, and then it didn't show up until the final chest... Oh man, fire mine for real, huh? It didn't show up, the final guppy item that is, didn't show up until the final chest, just before the Isaac fight, which was crazy. I'm gonna take this just for a little survivability. I'm getting a little nervous. Look for a secret room as well. I think it's pretty much guaranteed to be right here. I'm gonna keep this Temperance card until we find a deal with the devil on the next floor, hopefully. And Samson's Chain, you know, it is what it is. Might like it, might hate it. Can we do something wild with Samson's Chain? Like, what if we put a bomb here? It totally worked. I don't know if we're ever gonna find a practical use for that. Man, I guess we're just gonna leave. I don't know if we're ever gonna find a practical use for putting a bomb next to Samson's Chain, but hey, maybe. Let's see if we get some interesting pills here. Wow, that is a disappointment. We're just gonna leave. The Temperance card we can use on the, well, maybe not even on the next floor, but we'll use it when we have more HP, even if we can't use it right next to a deal with the devil. Or, sorry, a blood bank. It should be fine. And on this deal with the devil, if we're not gonna pay the KRAMPUS tax, then what I would oh, we have Proptosis here. That's so dangerous with Fire Mine. If we're not gonna get the KRAMPUS tax, what I would ideally like is the opportunity to pick up a better spacebar item that does allow us to invest in an individual life. For example, if we pick up the nail, or we pick up, I don't know, Dark Bum, sort of, is another option. It's not a spacebar item, but it does allow us to, quote-unquote, invest in a life. Alright, Mysterious Liquid, not my favorite $3 bill effect, that's for sure. Would have preferred maybe if you just put the bombs, you know, like, close to one another, but I guess I can't tell you what to do. Wow, that seems to be happening with alarming regularity lately, and I really can't offer anything in my own defense except to say thank you for the luck game. I really appreciate getting Magic Mushroom for free a lot, and that's gonna help out. It's gonna help out a great deal. I really thought that would be a secret room. Totally gonna be okay with using some bombs for that, though. Actually, why don't we use our Temperance card? Ooh, interesting. Paralysis. Why don't we use it? I didn't mean to do that. We'll throw a bomb down and use our Temperance card, like right here. We did get a pill out of that one. We'll wait to use this just in case it does end up being like full health or something like that. Decent amount of cash. 3 red chests. I like it. I love it. I would like to redo it, maybe. Alright. Mostly what I want to get out of Mega Fatty is a Fire Mind Explosion and then get him to jump on top of it, or with Headless Baby, him just stepping on the creep a lot will get the job done as well. Wow, bad trip, really? Not only did I pop bad trip, but it ended up popping at the worst possible time because it didn't even do any damage with the black heart to the enemy that we just spawned. Kind of ridiculous. I found pills. 2 more chests. We get Spirit of the Night and the Nail. Well, I did kind of specifically ask for the Nail, and we did just pick up Guppy. So, you know, you might have laughed at me when I called this a 1 run earlier, but here we are now with the Nail. and the ability to fly, I would say that the one run is probably coming true here. We're a little bit behind the 8 ball here in terms of, we have Hive Mind too, so good. We're a little bit behind the 8 ball in terms of like where I'd like to be for boss rush, but I think we can make it if we go in time. Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game, you know? I didn't program the guppy chances. I'm just benefiting from them right now. And also just benefiting from extreme good luck, you know? The magic mushroom pickups have been insane lately. And that's how it works in Isaac. I mean, oh my god, we just got Dry Baby for free too. I mean, it tends to come in fits and spurts, you know? Seemingly, at least, you know, you get this item a lot and then you never see it again. Then you get this item a lot and you never see it again. Magic Mushroom, as long as you want to stick around, I'll be there for you like the theme song from Friends. I'm not going to get rid of Left Hand until we get a better trinket, but if a nicer trinket, a more effective trinket shows up, I'll be very happy to have it. I'll be there for it. Oh, when the rain starts to... Friends is such a weird show for me, because I grew up watching it. I am like the perfect age to having... Oh, I'm just the perfect age, ladies. No, I was like the perfect age to enjoy Friends. But all of the complaints that they have, like, completely fall on deaf ears when you become enough of an adult to realize, like, holy shit, those apartments they were living in Manhattan? I know this is a tired complaint, but it's real. The apartments they're living in Manhattan are, like, literally millions of dollars. And they're like, oh, got fired from the you know, McDonald's today. Life sucks. How am I going to pay my rent? And you're like, you have $1 million fucking condo. That's like where Bill Gates would live. It's where, like, a sultan would live. If they, you know, if they lived in Manhattan. It's like an oil baron would live in that place. That's crazy, Monica. How can you possibly be complaining about money? I don't get it. Feels weird. I mean, I guess Seinfeld's kind of the same way. But, you know, George Costanza in Seinfeld has to go home and live with his mother because of his economic woes. So, I don't know. It struck me as a little disingenuous. Let's put it that way. I realize there's... You know, you have to think about the constraints of filming for television. If they were actually in an apartment that cost like $1,000 a month in New York in the 90s, it would be like a freaking, like a closet. Or you'd have to show them on their commute from, you know, Hoboken, New Jersey every day. Anyway. Parts of that show I still find funny. It's just the overall message. I don't know, man. I don't know if I support it. Many paralysis pills. Lovely. Obviously, you know, I guess I should be psyched that I picked up Guppy's Collar. I'm making the biggest mistake with the nail, by the way. It's relatively minor considering our damage is already amazing, but it makes sense to pop the nail when you go into another room because you get the damage bonus out of it as a result. This is almost one of the onest runs I've ever had. Not to say that it's one of the most powerful runs I've ever had necessarily, but one of the onest, one of the most comfortably won runs. We're gaining HP at an alarming pace. We're Guppy. We have a stupid amount of damage. And a great kind of assortment of friendly items as well. And our damage really, really supported by that Hive Mind pickup, which is just ridiculously lucky. And that's like the full Guppy suite right there. I think we have every single... Oh, no, we don't have the hairball yet, right? We still need the hairball? And of course, we have 9-volt working in conjunction... it's not that good. We have 9-volt working in conjunction with the nail as well to make sure it gets charged as much as is humanly possible. And I'm thinking boss rush should probably be doable. Again, should not have used the nail there. But we did it anyway. We got this chariot card that we can maybe pop on an arcade on the next floor. Or right here. Good timing. Anything at all. Anything at all here. Sure, yeah, ceremonial robes. A free damage upgrade, plus spirit hearts to go along with it. Don't mind if I do. Alright, bad trip? Question marks. Tears down. That's just a huge disappointment, isn't it? But the cage also died in about a second and a half, so I'll just take my damage upgrade, and we'll see what's in here. Of course you have to play Krampus at some point, and there he is, and we get Krampus' head, which we don't even want. We'll take that nickel, and we'll head down to the next floor, and this is already basically over. There's other shows like that, man. You know, I don't really like Frasier, because I'm not 100. I respect Kelsey Grammer, okay? I respect what Frasier's going for. But at least Frasier plays it, you know, close to the reality to some extent, right? What is it? Frasier is a psychiatrist on the radio in the 80s and 90s, and I guess early 2000s. And he complains about rich people problems. Oh, the caviar here is not so good. I know that's not you know, the way he talks, okay? But I never let that stand in the way of a ridiculously terrible joke. You know, he's always like, oh, my sweater vest doesn't match my cardigan. Like, that's Frasier in a nutshell. At least it's honest about it, you know? It's a show about rich people. I just don't pull the wool over my eyes. Don't try to tell me, you know, Monica's not fucking loaded. Oh, but she's only a sous chef at the Italian No, you don't understand. This is why you should never watch Friends with me. The Chenandler Bong episode is still pretty good, though. We're at 1748 here. Apologies for that. We'll take our Stars card with us instead of the Emperor card. It's like the ultimate teleportation card. Don't make me reroll my shit. 2. What the heck is a 2? Figured we might as well pop the Joker card, just see what's up. I had a feeling we'd end up in a situation kind of similar to that. It rerolled all the stuff on the ground, gave us a bunch of red chests, probably thanks to left hand. You know what? Let's take the matchstick with us so we don't forget to drop the left hand later. I found pills and bad gas. That's okay. I mean, the matchstick's not very good, but I don't want the left hand right now. Oh, we lost our teleportation card. Yep. Yeah, I'm a dummy. Well, did it reroll all the stuff on the ground? Like, could we go back for a Stars card and just use that right now to make sure we get to that room before the boss fight? We got Mom's contact permanently out of it, which I think is awesome. We're at 8. We got more time than I'm letting on right now. We could even go back for the Emperor card if we wanted to. Don't really want to pop the nail until we lose some HP. Come on, buddy. Come on, where you at, though? Well, where the ghost, where the ghost, where the ghost at? Haunts? Maybe they're like mini haunts. I don't know what they're actually called. Emperor. Do we have another Stars? Death? Devil? Emperor. 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 There we go. I still would love to get the free item from Boss Rush. We can do it. Or we could just teleport in time to get to Boss Rush. Scary room. I knew that dude was going to explode. No greed fight, please. Okay, Nun's Habit. Definitely. Blue map, not so interested in. Not that it's bad. Fuck it. We gotta do this. We've already been to our item room and our shop. Let's take the damage bonus. And we'll decide if we want to... should have used damage bonus on Boss Rush. We'll decide if we want to fight all these enemies. Is there an item that's good enough? Honestly, I think chocolate milk is good enough. I really like this. And I like it because Tammy's head is fantastic with it as well. I would get rid of the nail for Tammy's head chocolate milk. Especially considering we got a $3 bill and so much damage to go along with it. So I really think that we're going to be balling out of control here pretty quickly. What's our $3 bill effect here? I think it was chocolate milk. So we can switch between modes pretty much at will. Do we want to spawn more flies? Or do we want to, you know, have our flies do more damage with chocolate milk charged up to the max here? You can see we're basically two-shotting all of our bosses. I mean, Loki is not the tankiest boss in the world. But he's also, you know, he's no, you know, he's no hollow or anything like that. Oh, don't go hollow now. Is it just me, or do our shots seem to be getting bigger as they fly? We can't get Lump of Coal from $3 bill, I think. So it's weirding me out a little bit. Now, easy to forget that we're also going to get one item for finishing Boss Rush here. I don't know what it's going to be. And truth be told, I don't really care that much, because I'm sure it's going to be... you know, just a drop in the bucket of what we've already got going on overall here. But hey, a drop in a big bucket is still, you know, a drop. That doesn't really make any sense. But you get the idea. I forgot that this was Gertie. I thought it was Pin, actually. Let's spawn a bunch of flies. Yeah. I'm glad chocolate milk's been showing up so much lately. There were a couple of different options there. There was Mom's eyeshadow for charm tiers. I actually think Mom's eyeshadow is okay. And I really like Sissy Longlegs, and having some spiders with Hive Mind would be awesome. But I can't ignore chocolate milk, man. It's so good. And it synergizes so nicely, and it completely changes the way you play the game. You don't just hold the button down anymore, you know? Alright, so you're dead. These guys are going to go down in, you know, one hit each, basically. One hit per section, at least. And then we got Bloat, so we're going to get ready to get behind here, and then just smack him down until he dies, and then pretty much the same thing here. And, oh, you don't even stand a chance, man. I actually feel bad about that one. Now we got the Horseman. Come on. That's pretty fast. I would still welcome damage upgrades just for the ridiculous, you know, factor of it. But as you can see, like, when we put our mind to spawning these flies, most enemies don't stand a goddamn chance. I mean, the Fallen didn't even get started there. And that'll do it. Very quick, very easy boss rush. I guess we'll take Spelunker Head. Redeems me somewhat for not taking, redeems me somewhat for not taking Chocolate Milk. Or, sorry, for not taking, Blue Map. Bad trip, I guess, you know, in case we need it. I hope we don't, but down to the next floor regardless. What an interesting run. These Eden runs have just been balling out of control lately. We also have had a lot of Eden losses lately, so don't go thinking, you know, Eden is just overpowered. Sometimes you just get lucky. There was a Tinted Rock there, so I used the nail productively to take something away from it there. Now, this is our last floor where Goathead is going to be useful for us. So, everybody take a second and say, thank you, Goathead. 1, 2, thank you, Goathead. Thank you, Goathead. You've really contributed to a fantastic environment on this run, and I appreciate you. And, you know, one of the best items for sure for a character to start with. So thank you very much for, you know, helping to basically show how awesome you are. I appreciate it, and I know the people watching appreciate it as well. And, you know what? You gave the people a good seed to play as well, if that's the kind of thing they're interested in. So go check, this seed out for yourself. I think this is also the kind of run where you can get some weird, like, variability going on, depending on, you know, what you got. I want to open this up. I'm so happy. I've never made a better decision than this. We also have 9 volt, and we have, Nun's Habit, so we can use Tammy's Head like crazy. I'm going to use it against Chubb, because he's, like, my favorite whipping boy here. Oh, it's majestic. So we actually will be able to use Tammy's Head on a timed charge, which is just ridiculous. And if it wasn't a one-run before, it definitely is now. And kind of a funnier one-run as well. So we're back to the HP cap. We will go to that secret room. We'll just hit the other side of it. And pretty much, like, I'm relatively confident. Oh, we need piercing shots. If we get piercing shots, this shit starts popping off. Yeah, see, that's an example of using Tammy's Head inappropriately when you did not have a full charge. Not inappropriately in, like, a gross way. It also spawns a ton of flies, so that's the good stuff right there. Our range is not superb. Might be nicer to get a little bit of a range upgrade, but I also love to pick up piercing shots of any kind. Obviously, you know, if we're going to pick up piercing shots, one of the most convenient ways for us to do it right now might be Death's Touch on a deal with the devil. That was a very poor play on my part. We do have a deal with the devil coming right up. Wouldn't mind snagging a Death's Touch in the middle of it. We have taken a little bit more damage since I've gotten rid of the nail. That's to be expected. Oh, you know what? It's also my reflection via a $3 bill affecting us, unfortunately. But that's okay. Most of the time, it's going to be fine. I'm assuming that it's going to absolutely destroy bosses. Seem to work pretty well. We're going to want Latch Key here, I guess. Shouldn't have taken Latch Key yet, because we'd get the Spirit Hearts back after. I guess we're not going to get any more items. Well, that's unfortunate. Hopefully, on the chest, we find a way to get piercing shots. Or penetrative tears, because as of right now, the run is amazing, but it would just be just a little bit more amazing if, I don't think it matters which one of these trinkets we have. It would just be a little bit more amazing if we could, have our shots, like, live after they pass through an enemy, because it would just become ridiculous at that point. They can only hit every enemy once, but they can hit multiple enemies. Like, they can only hit every enemy once, not they can only hit one enemy. This is Mom's Key in action, by the way. This is why, well, I mean, Mom's Key plus Contract from Below. Those items doing good work. I was actually hoping for this. As much as it might seem ridiculous, you know, we've got to get the full suite of Golden Chest items. We still have Fate, and we still have Infamy. But I really like Bob's Brain combined with Chocolate Milk because of the Sad Bombs effect, if we can just get Sad Bombs. So really, like, what I'm looking for ideally, though, on this setup is some possible way to get both Sad Bombs and Piercing Shots. I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know if we've got a great shot at it. But if it does happen, it has the potential to be one of the most powerful runs of all time, without a doubt. Like, the Tammy's Head plus Sad Bombs plus Bob's Brain interaction would just be ridiculous. I don't like my reflection working there. But basically, our flies are the ultimate bodyguards. Any enemy that gets close enough to us is just going to get blown away. They don't stand a chance. That didn't blow that up. I'm a little surprised. Still don't want too much to do with that. Alright. Basically, we get the huge bonus of the flies, and we get the huge bonus of the actual Tammy's head damage, so I am very happy with that, and I think it's just going to continue moving pretty quickly for us at this point in the game. We haven't really improved ourselves too much lately, but that also just does not matter in the least. Kind of want to save more keys for the chest, but we ended up getting a proportional amount of keys back anyway, or like an equivalent amount of keys, actually. So I don't mind it. I mean, I guess that's Mom's key. I'm kind of hoping, like, the ideal outcome for me might be to get a key beggar on our chest secret room. And if we get a key beggar on our chest secret room, every time he pays out with the chest, that's an item. Doesn't matter what kind of chest it is. I think. As long as we have no fear, I think, like, we basically just can't be stopped even close here. I am going to sacrifice a Spirit Heart to go in here, and I'm very glad we did. We'll still get the penalty, unfortunately, but it does give us a small damage upgrade as well. Small doesn't necessarily mean insignificant, though. Yeah, this is working out pretty nicely. I'm not even bothering to pick up the cash on the ground. Why would I? You know, we already have 99. High Priestess. Kind of, I mean, I think 48-hour energy might be better for us here. I don't really care about fighting these guys. I hate them. If I could never see this room again, I would. I think it's an annoying room. I think it's hard to kill the enemies, which is fine, but I also think it's just kind of like not fun. I guess our shots are getting bigger as time goes on because chocolate milk is charging more. Maybe. I don't know. Weird. Oh, it was just terrible damage there. We might as well. We're not getting any permanent Polaroid invincibility anyway. Alright, let's do it. I think the shots are fully charged. Oh my god, we had Death's Touch. Alright, so I would also like to permanently get Death's Touch if possible. Let's see what we got here. No curses. A Game Kid. Flush. Mr. Mega. And, Butt Bombs. I mean, Mr. Mega and Butt Bombs do make our, Bob's brain a little better. Can't believe we killed Famine last here. But, obviously, you know, it's not my ideal outcome. I still want those piercing shots. I still want sad bombs. I'll take one or the other. You know, they'd both be fine. Each on their own as well, but if I could just get one of them, I'd consider it a start. Key beggar. Key beggar. Key. That's keys. You only heard one. You only heard the half you wanted to hear, game. Anyway, Tammy's head getting the job done here. The less flies we use, the better it is for us, but largely irrelevant either way, if I had to guess. 2 more. Technology. I will totally... Oh, never mind. Okay. I don't want to take Technology 1 because it's going to fuck up my Tammy's head. Tammy's head, as of right now, is going to become the baddest motherfucker in the universe. So I'm going to do some more exploration. We did get our piercing shots, but I want this run to get, like, seriously, you know, balling out of control. Now our tears don't disappear when they touch an enemy. So every single room we go into, it's basically like a long cut for having Brimstone plus, Ooh, this is triple shot, okay. For having Brimstone plus Tammy's head. That's a good pickup. Yeah, okay. Fine by me. I don't really care to use Book of Secrets once. I don't think it matters for us. Okay, yeah, Pyromaniac, sure. Speedball. Speedball's something. We didn't get that many luck upgrades. We just got Latch Key. Why are we getting so many chests? Just lucky dice rolls, I guess. I'll take them, though. If you want to keep giving me 2 chests per room, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not sure if this is a chocolate milk thing, or if just thanks to $3 bills, sometimes it takes, or it makes the shots a little smaller. I don't want that. Keep my shots at a requisite size, please. We're going to continue to explore here. Kind of hoping we... I don't want that. Kind of hoping we pick up like a D6 or something like that so we can reroll the shit that we don't want. A little bit of a ballsy play, but let's be honest. We're not going to die on this run anyway. And death really hasn't been on the table for like... I don't know, maybe... Some people might argue the whole game. I guess sometimes you're just lucky enough to get an Eden Seed that is pretty much a 1-run right from the start. It's unfortunate that this run is going to have to go, honestly. We even still have another 7 lives. If we get like a Suicide King card, we could do something clever there. But without a Suicide King card, there's not much that we can really, you know, get going. Oh, okay. Loki's Horns. Interesting at the very least. Lemon Mishap can be okay. I don't know if Loki's Horns and Tammy's Head ever worked together. Like at a previous job or something like that. I guess we're just going to go. It was a great run. I had a lot of fun on this run. We'll probably do another Eden run next just to break up the monotony a little bit. Do you want to take technology into the final room? Like, we've already seen what we've been doing, so I want to see what Tammy's Head does with this. I mean, it didn't look nearly as interesting as I thought it would, but it did do a lot of damage. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the run. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.